reached Pro Wrestling Summit. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep.
Hey, Tatum, we gotta break down Revolution.
Breakdown! That's what Tony Khan's having right now, a fucking breakdown.
Oh, man.
Listen, it's Revolution.
I'm excited. So excited. It's going to be great. Best pay-per-view of the year.
Is it? You think it's going to be the best pay-per-view of the year?
No. I don't.
I mean, looking at this fucking card that I have in front of me right now, I'm not sure that it's the best card of the year. I'm not even sure it's the best card of the day.
Well, it's from the best booker of the year, so.
You know what, man? You're really overcooking my grits today.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking,
The sarcasm is just boiling over. That's what it is. It's what it is. It's aggravating. It's our aggravation with TK, and we want you to do good, TK.
I just want you to have a fucking plausible product.
Yeah.
That's all that I want.
And the plausible product they break out is, I mean...
Go ahead. You just fucking read them off.
You want me to just pick one?
Danny was nice enough to fucking print it out.
Danny, thank you very much. The main event's the AEW title match, 60-minute Iron Man match, MJF versus Danielson.
What do you think?
I think MJF can't do a 60-minute match. I think Danielson is going to have to drag him through that match. Or there's going to be some schmozzy type of thing that goes on where... they get to rest for a half hour.
Does he vomit
during
the match?
No.
You don't think he vomits?
Oh, man. AEW is the place that would show that on their TV.
Oh, fuck yeah. They would
their
show.
programming,
They would. Oh, absolutely.
Because they don't know how to hide it. So, they would definitely have the camera directly on him when he throws up. Listen, MJF is in great shape. We know that.
60 minutes is a long fucking time, bro.
And Iron Man matches are either spectacular or they're really bad. There is no in between.
I can't think of a good Iron Man match since Benoit Kurt Angle.
Oh, that's the one I was going to say. Benoit Angle.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Kurt Angle. Chris Benoit was a hell of a wrestler too, but clearly a shit human being. But
who was it? Was it Rollins and Danielson that went? Well, he wasn't Danielson then, but Daniel Bryan that went an hour or something like that. But it wasn't an Iron Man match. They just went that long. I don't remember. I feel like they went that long on a Raw.
Holy shit! They went an hour on a Raw.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Fuck.
I have vaguely remember that it was either Danielson or it was Dean Ambrose. I don't remember which one it was. I don't think it was Ambrose though.
No. Wow, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, I mean that's the last good Iron Man match that I can think of was Benoit Angle.
Yeah. No, I agree
and
with
it was incredible.
But I mean, Angle and Brock was good.
They did that at Mania, right?
Yeah. Well, they also did it on a SmackDown. They did it twice.
Oh, yeah, fuck, dude.
Or, actually, no, their match at Mania wasn't the Iron Man match. They did the Iron Man match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Yeah.
Was it WrestleMania that Brock almost ended his own life with the shooting star press from like 3/4 away from the ring?
Yeah. Yep, that was WrestleMania.
But this is AEW.
Right.
I mean, we're not talking about fucking WWE here.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, they'll, for whatever reason... Bryan Danielson is not going to hold the AEW championship. And they're not going to take it off of Mox at this point. Not Mox, MJF at this point. So MJF is going to win. I think he's going to win after losing a couple falls, getting a couple falls, and then at the end of the match, Danielson's going to literally drag him on top of his body because he's going to be so blown up, and he'll just lay there for the 3.
I think that Danielson decides very early on to punish MJF, and I think that that's how they get through the match is MJF just getting the shit kicked out of him, and I mean literally just hard strikes, He keeps falling down. Danielson just continues to fucking punish him.
There's definitely going to be a lot of, like, rolling out of the ring and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be all sorts of hijinks going on, for sure. It's going to be like a Scooby-Doo episode for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But I like MJF to retain. I don't think that you can take it off MJF at this point. I mean, he doesn't have enough time with the title. I mean, he's only... This is, like... second match since he's held the championship. Like, come on, man. So I'm gonna go MJF as well for sure.
Then we got the AEW tag titles. You have the Guns versus the Acclaimed versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Because of reasons, and then because of even more reasons. The illustrious team of Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
You know, there just comes a time when you have to just take a step back and go, is this guy fucking ribbing us? Is this like a fucking rib, dude?
Oh my god. FTR never held the AEW Tag Team Championships. And you have two tag teams that aren't even really a tag team in there.
My world. Bro, listen, I like Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. I think it's funny because it's ironic. You know what I mean? It's funny because it's ironic. That's the only reason why I find it amusing. The fact of the matter is that how you have Orangehausen as the fourth team in that match with the Acclaimed, who are already a comedy tag team, the Guns, who do a ton of comedy spots, Jarrett and Lethal, who are a comedy fest in by themselves because they have Satnam Singh and the Sanjay Dutt on the outside, and then you got another comedy team. There's 4 fucking comedy teams wrestling for the AEW Tag Team Championship, and FTR never even held the title. Hey, fucking explain this to me. That you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
Here's what I will say. I really don't like Orange Cassidy. I'm one of those wrestling fans that just... It's like, hey, he's, making a mockery of the business and all that. I know you enjoy Orange Cassidy. Danhausen should be in the same light for me, but I love Danhausen.
See, and I feel the way that you feel about Orange Cassidy, about Danhausen.
The promos they've been doing with Orangehausen get me every single time. Break me every single time. He's got this deadpan delivery that's just so damn funny to me. Man, the whole promo they did after they won the contendership match, Danhausen said, "Oh, we have this backpack. There's plenty of room for more championships in this backpack. We're gonna put this backpack and we're gonna go to the moon or something. We'll do something like that. I don't know."
See, you find that shit amusing, and I just sit there and go, "No."
I love it.
No. See, but I think that is good that we don't always agree on what we enjoy, because it would be really boring for not only me, but I'm sure for you and anybody who decided to listen. That, you know what I mean? I take nothing away from Danhausen. I like comedy wrestling. I just don't understand the purpose of him. Like, it doesn't, like, at least Orange Cassidy, like, he plays his gimmick so well that you almost forget how good of a wrestler he actually is. Where Danhausen, it's like, I don't know if this guy can wrestle a lick. And when he does, like, the cursing people, like, I just go, what?
When he had his darker character on the indie scene, he showed a little bit more of his talent, which he's not opening up here in AEW. I don't know if we're going to get to that point eventually.
I mean, when
you're
the merch seller,
yeah, they're not.
It doesn't really fucking matter if you can wrestle or not.
Right.
What matters is you're fucking putting coin in their purse.
Yeah, and they're
I'm going to put you on TV as much as humanly possible.
And they're not going to turn him heel.
Which is terrible because it's perfect. a funny heel like that is perfect. I'm going to curse you. Like, oh, it's now that I would be into. I would be into that.
So what do you have for this this match?
The Guns have to retain. I mean, they're the only credible team.
So I think that they're going to keep bouncing these titles back and forth. I think the Acclaimed are going to win it back by pinning Jarrett and Lethal. And the Guns are going to keep coming after the Acclaimed because they didn't actually lose the championships.
What the fuck was the point?
I don't know.
Then what was the point of...
What was the point of any of this? Why are all these teams in this?
Why is this a 60-minute Iron Man match? I have questions with this entire fucking card. The entire card. Not one match, not two matches, but the fucking... I don't know, how many matches are on there? Like 7 matches? You get 8 matches?
Yep.
Okay, let me ask you a fucking question. Let me ask you a very serious question. Why is Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho not on Dynamite and the face of the Revolution ladder match on the pay-per-view? Why? Just why? And listen, why can't one of these matches just cut it a little bit shorter? So you can have the ladder match on the pay-per-view. I'm trying to watch the ladder match on Rampage in picture-in-picture, motherfucker. It's a fucking ladder match. There's like 7 people involved in the match.
Maybe do like a 30-man Iron Man match. A 30-minute Iron Man match, you know? Like,
or maybe you just don't do an Iron Man match.
Don't do an Iron Man match. That works too.
Maybe you just do like a, I don't know, like maybe 2 out of 3 falls?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't understand how anybody wants to watch that for an hour. I don't find that compelling. Regardless.
We've moved past that already.
So Starks and Jericho, since you brought it up, might as well talk about Starks and Jericho.
Well, hold on. You didn't tell me. Oh, yeah, you did say.
I think I'm going with the Acclaimed on that one.
You think you're going with the Acclaimed. I like how you just did that right there.
I think I'm going with the Acclaimed.
Yeah. I like how you always leave yourself an out. That's really convenient for you.
I'm going with the Acclaimed.
Okay, there you go.
Going with the Acclaimed.
See, now have some fucking conviction.
Going with MJF, going with the Acclaimed. All right. Starks and Jericho.
Who cares?
Who
cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Obviously, Starks has to go over here because he's the face. Jericho loses no steam by losing to Starks. Starks gets a big win over Chris Jericho, and he can go on to work, I don't know, with Hook or Jungle Boy or something. Yeah, somebody else his size.
That's why I'm going to go with Jericho here, because it makes sense for Starks to go over, which is why he won't. So,
so you're doing the opposite. You're thinking the opposite because you're trying to think like Tony Khan.
Yes, exactly. I'm going with the Tony Khan method.
I see. So you're not trying to think logically like me, the insane person, but you're trying to think like the fucking
because logically MJF does go over, right? That makes sense. Right. Logically, the Guns do go over.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Very.
Yeah. So
it's very
Acclaimed.
True. It's very true.
Jericho.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
I want to go with over the Texas Death Match because
Texas Death.
Yeah, because I just don't.
Okay.
Don't see a need for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this. Maybe this is breaking news, man. Maybe this is breaking news. But Jon Moxley may bleed during this match.
Oh no!
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think they would do that on AEW programming.
I mean, is a possibility that he may or may not do a blade job directly in front of the camera.
Viewers beware.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out. Let's make sure they don't run a Gillette commercial during that fucking thing. Please. For the love of God.
Domino's
pizza cutter.
Yeah. Or was it Papa John's, something like that, right?
No, it was Domino's.
Was it Domino's?
Yeah,
and they got pissed off about that one.
Yeah, and you know why they got pissed off? Because WWE reached out to them and said, I can't believe that you allowed this. And they were like, what?
Yeah.
Good old Vince. I would have to say that fucking, I mean, this is like Mox's type match. I mean, Hangman's not really known for like his hardcore prowess. I mean, they're both 1-1, so this is like the rubber match between them, which I think is why they made it Texas Death. But why not just make it a falls count anywhere or a no holds barred? Or that's right, because they're doing that on another match on the card. I don't think I have it written down, actually. Danny, you didn't fucking print out the full card. Jungle Boy and Christian Cage in a no holds barred match is on this show as well.
Well, they could have made it a first blood match. Oh, they can't do first blood match. The match will be over in a minute.
So, and I gotta say something too. For a guy who doesn't drink, he gets amazing color.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to share his secret.
It was all that previous drinking. I'm honestly gonna go with the Hangman on that one.
He's using Jake Roberts'
blood. That's it. But I'm gonna go with Hangman over on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think Mox, only because it's his type of match, and I mean, no, I don't think enough people care about Hangman, to be quite honest with you.
I think they want to finally give Mox that vacation they've been trying to give him. You know, this would be a good way of working him off. TNT title.
Can we just talk about the Christian Cage match?
Let's talk about the Christian Cage.
Because it's not written down.
We're gonna forget about it. Thanks, Danny. Piece of shit.
He's gonna throw you out of the building, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see him try. All right, so
that's true. I would like to see him try to do that.
Christian Cage, Jungle Boy.
I mean, Jungle Boy has to go over.
Jungle Boy has to go over. If they keep bringing up his goddamn dad, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna punch through my TV or something. Can he develop a personality? At least if you're gonna talk about his dad, can we stop calling him Jungle Boy?
I think that he's calling him Jungle Boy because it's demeaning. Even though...
But they still call him Jungle Boy.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand.
You know?
Chris Jericho tries to call him Jungle Man, and I think it's fucking hysterical. It makes me smile. Yeah. Jungle Man.
Yeah. But I don't... Jungle Boy's got to go over on that one.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck, dude? They've had this feud going on for like a year and a half now. It's gonna fucking end at some time. It's way long.
Way too long.
Okay, what's next? The TNT title, you said?
Yeah, for the first time, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow.
For the first time this month.
Yeah, for the first time maybe this week.
No. Actually, Wardlow was out for a minute. He was out for a minute. Joe worked with Darby Allin.
Yeah, for like a match.
Two matches because he lost.
Lost and then won it back. Right.
Because, that's how things go.
That makes sense.
And where has Darby been since?
I don't know.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Okay, great.
Just gone. TNT title being defended on a pay-per-view instead of on TNT. Makes sense. So...
I just think it's par for the course at this point. I don't even think it makes sense.
Wardlow is beating Joe. Joe is beating Wardlow. He's pissed off about his hair. I'm going to go Wardlow on that one.
I mean, okay. Fine.
Yeah, I don't see a need to talk about it anymore. The AEW Women's Championship match. The champion Hayter versus Ruby Soho versus Saraya. Saraya.
Thank you.
Saraya. If you want to be Saraya, put an E in there.
I think Jamie Hayter probably retains. I mean, she's only had the title here for a small amount of time, and you can't put it on Saraya because you don't know if she's one neck injury away from fucking being paralyzed. So
this is where I
Cesaro? No, I don't think he's in the match.
this is where I
and he's not Cesaro anymore.
I know, right? He's Claudio Castagnoli, whatever. I don't think this is a good decision for me. But I'm gonna go Ruby Soho on that one.
I thought about Ruby Soho for a minute, and the reason why is because she is the odd person out. And I think that if Hayter and Saraya start to mix it up, Ruby could sneak a win.
She has been taking advantage here and there during the shows.
Yeah.
And, so I think there's a possibility that she comes away with it. And they've seem to have been pushing Ruby Soho more and more very slyly. They're not like tossing it out there.
It's not shoved down your throat
Right.
type of shit.
And so I think that would be a good spot for her to walk away with the
And
championship.
listen, dude, she has good matches. Like, don't fucking sleep on Ruby. She has really solid quality matches.
I also think that'll be good for the women's division because Hayter and Saraya can then continue their feud.
It frees everybody up.
Right. And
Ruby's the odd person out. She's got nothing going on. She can work with everybody there and be the fighting champion that they need and wrestle on every show and do the damn thing. And she looks and acts the part.
Yeah.
I like Riho a lot, but Riho weighs 90 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know how
The
she was
problem
ever...
is when you have her even against Toni Storm, who's not like a fucking giant. Toni Storm looked like Nia Jax was wrestling fucking Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
And Toni Storm is not a big woman.
Right.
She is small.
It just goes to show you how
I mean, Riho is just
Riho is.
She's just so tiny. It's so scary.
I mean, it's the Zach Gowen type of underdog status for her. I mean,
She takes a great bump.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel bad. You know, same way I did for Zach Gowen when Brock Lesnar just fucking tuned them up.
she's just gonna get hurt. You know, like that's what you think is she's just gonna get hurt.
Or even Brock and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
he fucking used them like a baseball bat up against when he was strapped to the board.
That was awesome.
Solid shit.
Fantastic.
See, now Texas Death should do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be into that. What else you got?
The final match here is the AEW Trios title. You got the Elite champions, the Elite versus the House of Black, with the House of Black currently holding the titles.
No.
Didn't they sneak away with the titles?
Yeah, and then they dropped them.
They dropped them.
I
missed that part.
Yeah, they did a promo.
Because the promo was the last thing that I saw. I didn't see they dropped them.
Yeah, they did the promo and they dropped them in the promo and said we don't need these. We'll be collecting them on Sunday.
That's what I missed there.
Yeah,
that's what I missed. I was already, once I saw that, I kind of already knew in my head, I knew the outcome of the match.
Yeah,
it turned me off to the outcome of the match. So, because I'm going with old school WWE booking here, or WWF booking, but whenever you had a competitor that took the title away from the champion before their big match, they lost. Whoever walked away with that title that didn't actually earn it, they lost. Now, I think the House of Black should walk away with them here, but based on that, it said to me that the Elite are going to walk away from this.
Yeah, I mean, I think House of Black need to win more than the Elite do.
But maybe they need to do this in a 7-match, the best of 7 series.
Please, God, no.
Because
God, no.
Because Kenny Omega always needs best of 7 series.
Please, God, no. Listen, I think those matches would be killer. But I don't want to see it for 7 matches.
No.
Listen, I like AEW for the variety. Mm-hmm. It's like a variety show to me. It is truly what I would define as an indie wrestling show, a top-level independent wrestling show with top-level guys on the show. It is a better produced version of an indie show. Mm-hmm. That's all that it is, bro. I don't look at it in the same light as WWE. 2 years ago, my thought was different because I saw what they were doing and I went, okay, man, they are legitimate competition. Now WWE has clearly stepped away from the pack and is now, again, leading the charge. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he also needs to understand that he's not WWE. Like, you're going to command the best talent available to you.
Right.
Who wants to sign with you. Not the best talent that you can buy because you can pay them a good salary.
And benefits.
But when they go to WWE, they're talking a completely different level of exposure.
Right.
And if you want to be the top guy in the business, there's only one place to go. There is one show in town that is going to do it. I take nothing away from Tony Khan. That guy has balls of fucking steel. And he is a fucking machine. He works his ass off. And I respect the fuck out of that. But you can't do it all on your own. And you're trying to do everything on your own. And it shows, man. It's like a drunk, man. You're showing. It's a poker player who has a tell. You are showing your tell. You can't fucking continue in this vein because you are going to be in a lot of fucking trouble. Not only financially, but you're going to be in a lot of trouble when these wrestlers start to turn on you. And they haven't even begun to do so yet. Yeah. You think that like press conference fighting is bad? Wait till they start to fucking talk about you in the press for real. And they bury you.
That's one of the things that Vince and now Triple H always had going for them is I really feel like a lot of these wrestlers have the fear of God when it comes to them. You know, they don't want to step out of line because God forbid they do, they'll be gone. And they have no problem.
Like that.
Immediately.
2 seconds, you're out the door.
Because WWE has investors and they have people to consider. AEW doesn't, and I don't think there's a single wrestler in that locker room, no matter what level they are currently at, that has any fear of Tony Khan. And he showed his weakness with the CM Punk situation. He showed that he doesn't really have control of the locker room, and I think that's still happening to this day.
I mean, listen, dude, it's not like Tony Khan can call up any promoter in the world and be like, you know, don't fucking ever use this guy.
Right.
Promoters would be like, okay, Mark.
Yeah.
Fucking sure, I'll get right on that. Mm-hmm. Let me go sign that fucking guy immediately to come fucking work a couple of dates for me because nobody's going to listen to him. Now, if Triple H or William Regal calls a promoter and says, hey, you know, we would look favorably upon your promotion if you made sure that this guy looked good on an upcoming show because he did well on a tryout and we might be interested in, in signing him in the near future. Mm-hmm. You don't think a fucking promoter is going to be like, yes, sir, Mr. Regal, sir. Absolutely, sir. Right. What can I do for you, sir? Is there anything else? Do you want me to do, like, a special highlight package for him? Or, like, there is a vast difference between those two things.
Yeah, I think that the biggest difference is AEW went into it with Tony Khan. They went into it with just trying to compete against WWE and trying to be the next show to take over that slot. But what they failed to acknowledge is there are wrestlers that have long since retired that are in the later stages of their life, and they're getting paid $25,000, $30,000 for an appearance. The WWE doesn't just make wrestling show; they make household names. And you're trying to buy household names, and that doesn't bode well for your company.
Because you can't buy what you don't understand. Those relationships to get those people to that star status have been cultivated over 30 plus years of live event business and sponsorship deals. Do you think WWE has a problem getting their product on television or getting a streaming service to stream their product? They have people beating down their fucking door to do deals with them. Whatever it is, merchandising, anything that they could possibly do. Tony Khan can't get a fucking... he has a problem maintaining a fucking TV deal. Like, how can you not get your secondary company on television? You're using the same stars on both shows?
Yep.
I don't understand.
Doesn't make sense.
And I don't want to slag the guy off like I'm fucking like
we want it to be successful.
We're trying to help. We're trying constructive criticism,
60
man.
60 G's, baby, each.
Don't get it twisted, motherfucker. It's each.
But in all seriousness, I mean, when it comes down to it, it comes down to the booking and booking a solid, believable show that people will get invested in the characters with. Not just this popcorn, who's going to fight who today. You need to have an attachment, and you just don't book it in a way that people can have an attachment to these characters.
I agree, man. Well, make sure you guys watch Revolution. You can stream it live on Bleacher Report. Also, make sure that you tune in the following day, because I'm not doing it that night. I want to make sure that I watch the show. I'm going to do a review the following day. Make sure that you tune in for that. Until then, for myself and for Knowledge, this has been Pro Wrestling Summit. Peace.